War Road to Gold's gun guide. In this video we're going to go over the Gallo SA12, other known as the SA12 from past Modern Warfare games. This is a spam type weapon for a shotgun. It's not fully automatic like the Street Sweeper, but it's also not a pump action like the SA12. I like all the shotguns in this game for different reasons. Obviously what I did with this one is, as usual, hardcore Nuketown. What I would recommend though is maybe going into zombies with this first, putting on like a double XP token for weapon XP and ranking it all the way up. That way you can just complete all the challenges at once. And then like I said, hardcore Nuketown, probably the quickest and easiest way to do this. So for the class setup, tactical, I use a stun grenade. I like the stun grenades. Lethal, Semtex is my favorite. Field upgrade, I put the field mic on. This is going to help with the challenges. Even if you don't have a radar up, as long as this thing's down somewhere and they're in that vicinity, you get the kill, it'll still count. For wild cards, perk greed, that's one of my favorite ones to use. Perk 1, flak and tack as usual. Perk 2, gearhead and assassin. Just, you know, that way you could get your score streaks a little bit faster with assassin if someone's on a score streak. And gearhead, just to get the field mics, you can get 2 of them hold at a time and you can get them a little bit faster. And then for perk 3, I put on ninja and gung ho. And what this is going to allow you to do is when you start off the map, if you hold down your tactical button and you don't let go, it'll kind of like basically charge it, and then you can just run around the map. And this is going to allow you to close the gap a little bit faster. And then that's why I got ninja on. That way they can't hear our footsteps coming. And what you're going to want to do is just try to get in their spawns and get as close as possible and just hit fire this thing right into them, because it'll help you with the point blank challenges. As far as the gun, since it is a shotgun, I don't really use optics on them. I'm going to hit fire this thing for the most part. For the muzzle, I put the infantry V-choke. This is going to give you a tighter aim down sight spread. This is going to help, you know, if someone's kind of at a distance, this is going to make sure you can get that, you know, shot on target and hit the longer shots. For the barrel, I put the 24.6-inch Ranger barrel. This is going to have effective damage range. This is allow you to, you know, get shots at a little bit farther range. Because it is a shotgun, it's not going to have that great of range. But if you put this on, you're going to be able to cross map people. For the body, I put the SWAT 5 milliwatt laser sight. It's a shotgun, like I said. I love to hit fire, so this is going to help hip fire accuracy. This is especially if you're doing gung ho, the gung ho method. This is going to make it a lot easier when you get point blank. For the magazine, I put the Static 12 round tube. This is obviously going to give you more ammunition, which is always better. And then finally for the stock, I put the marathon stock on. It takes away some of your hip fire accuracy, but having that 5 milliwatt laser is going to boost that right back up. But this will also help with your aim, walking movement speed, your sprint to fire time, shooting movement speed, and sprinting movement speed. All this is going to help you when you're doing that gung ho method. It's going to make you get around the map quicker, be able to shoot a little bit easier. If you do have to, you know, aim while you're moving, you can strafe around corners a little bit easier. This is going to boost all of that above. So to me, this is the most vital part of this gun. And then finally for the appearance, for the spray, it's just get 200 eliminations. This is going to come natural. For stripes, 50 headshots. Again, in hardcore, this is probably more than likely just going to come natural. Shouldn't be too hard. For classic, just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. What I recommend is going for all the other challenges first, and then usually this one kind of just completes itself trying to complete the rest of them, so this one shouldn't be too hard to do. For geometric, it's just get 50 long shot medals. Seeing as it's a shotgun, anything that's kind of out of range is going to be a long shot, and that barrel that I recommended, that will just help with this as well. So this one should also come pretty natural. For flora, just kill 75 enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. Field mic's going to come in handy. Your UAV is going to come in handy. Stun grenades will come in handy. Anything of the such like that. As long as you have one of those going and you get a kill, you know, while the enemy's affected by it, this is going to count. For science, just kill 75 enemies at point blank range. This is where the gung ho and ninja is going to come in to help. And then the setup, like I said, this is one I would try to do first just to get it out of the way, just because it is more tedious and you do have to be right up on somebody. So this one's kind of a pain in the ass just because it's monotonous, but it shouldn't be too hard if you use the method I recommend. And then finally for psychedelic, just kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. because you can spam this shotgun, and it is a small map in hardcore, this one shouldn't be too much of an issue as well. Overall, the challenges for this gun are not very hard. Science is probably just the most tedious one, just because you have to be, like I said, point blank range on somebody. So especially in hardcore, this is where I recommend doing this one, just because it is going to take one shot. And I believe that now in core mode they patched this so it's no longer a one shot, or that might be the street sweeper. I don't remember exactly, but still, hardcore Nuketown is the quickest and easiest method for almost every gun in this game to complete. And finally, once you unlock all the camos, you get the gold. Once you get the gold for both shotguns, you get the diamond, and then once you unlock diamond for all the classes in the game, you unlock DM Ultra. DM Ultra is slowly becoming my favorite camo to use in the game over diamond, but still, overall, I like both of these camos way more than the gold. But that's it for this gun. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to give it a like, and if you want to see more guns in the future, please give it a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.